Hello everyone, this is Silver here, and today we are going to be playing Mega Man X. And more s- and today and more specifically in today's video, we are going to be playing Mega Man X2. So without further ado, let's get right into it. A few key things to know about that this game is significantly better than X1. Um, it also features more mechanics. Some you'll see later. It has been 6 months since the destruction of Sigma and little has changed. The Maverick Revolt, started by Sigma, is over, but Mega Man X and a new generation of uh, mm, and a new generation of Maverick hunters have yet to destroy all of Sigma's followers. Led by information gained by Doctors K, Mega Man X, and the rest of Maverick hunters have tracked the Mavericks to the abandoned Record factory. They hope to wipe out the last of the resistance. Although they suspect that the real war is about to begin. And that is the intro of the game, essentially. I'll let you see that. That's actually going to be seen later on in the video, with the end of the Sigma fight. Hopefully I'll get to keep the footage. But if I lose the footage, oh well. And as again, I'm going to be switching to LB because of, button preferences. And without further ado, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the actual game. Which is the actual gameplay itself, but you know what I mean. So I'm gonna narrow it down just a smidge. Um, this. Okay, and as you can see right here, uh, 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 sorry, Discord decided to just go, hey, motherfucker. And as you can see, I'm gonna try to go, oh, damn it! Normally I'm going to try to, stop trying to screw me! Stop screwing me! That's what she said. Hello, this is Future Silver here. A quick discrepancy. So, with the opening stage, I lost like a good chunk of the footage there. So, unfortunately, you will not be able to get to see that. But, yeah. So, without further ado, let's get into the rest of the video. And as always, I'm going to save right there. This takes a nice approach as there actually is more story to the game. Okay, so my first Maverick I'm going to do here is Wire Sponge, which is actually the first one there, which is actually quite convenient for me. And in this stage, we're going to be getting our first sub-tank, and we're going to be getting the heart tank. Which the heart tank, oddly enough, or funnily enough, is right here. And now, I think from now on, in the, what you call it? I think from now on, in every stage, so since in every stage there's a heart tank in there, right? And so from now on, because of that, I can eliminate the need to say that I'm going to be getting the heart tank, because that's obviously going to be done. But I will say where it is and how exactly I'm going to get it. Letting the cat out of the bag with that now. Okay, well, whatever. So, I think if I'm I think what I'm gonna mention it is if for some reason I can't get the heart tank, I'll mention that I can't get it, and I'll say as to why I can't get it. Which is perfectly understandable and perfectly fine. So we're coming up to the end of the stage here. I'm gonna grab that. I should have had more health there, but oh well. Well, that's whatever. So I just have to kill this guy right here. And one thing to know about Wire Sponge is the canonical reason why he's here at this weather control center here, which is kind of what it is because he's essentially more childish and likes to just goof off. And you'll actually see it here later on in this fight here. Oh, ooh, whoa. He has that carefree and whimsical vibe to him, which is kind of how most children are. And as most children act, and they don't get their way, they start having a shit fit. Which is another thing that Wire Sponge here, which is another thing that will happen, like halfway through the fight, which again, it will happen like a little bit halfway through the fight. Normally I don't get hit this often here, but I guess, we have some breaks, we have our... Now, as you can see there, he just went into a little hissy fit. Now, another thing though here, he never hits the same place twice. Now, because I don't have any, thing in my sub-tanks here, I'm just gonna have to go with it. Hoping that I don't die. Usually I don't die during this fight, but there's that 1 or 2 times that I do. And that's completely fine. Oh. Well, that has a hit, I guess. God damn it. I just died. Fuck! Now, yeah, so, most of these bosses here, they do either one of 2 things. They either, A, add something to their already existing attack patterns, which is kind of what Wire Sponge did there, or they throw their existing attack patterns out the window and they just go for another attack entirely. And, well, what Wire Sponge did here was the former. He just added that little lightning dance to his attack there, which you get to see it at minimum 1 time. For me, I got to see it at most maybe 3, if I'm, for some reason, slow with picking him off. I'll let you see the cutscene here, because the special weapon I got from him is Strike Chain, which, funnily enough, is actually the weakness of the next boss, which is Wheel Gator. Now, I'm gonna note right now. Also, what I'm gonna be getting here in this stage here is gonna be arm parts, which I'm gonna explain there later. But one thing to know about Wheel Gator here is I'm gonna be using the Buster both now and when I refight him, and you'll see why. And I'm going to explain to you why when the time comes. But I'm just gonna get right into. But without further ado, let's just go here. We're just gonna go down here, obviously taking out these guys. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna use Strike Chain here, because the arm parts is right up here. If I can just... Oh, I can get it my second attempt. Yes, I get it my second attempt. Okay, cool. Now what I just did though, I just tried to do what I did at the same time. I'm not gonna read this cutscene here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna insert my own explanation into these. So essentially, this is the arm parts, right? What does it do? Well, it allows X to use both his hands, both arms when shooting, essentially giving you a double shot. Which is going to be demonstrated right here. And that, essentially, abuses iframes altogether, which is actually, in my opinion, honestly, it's quite OP. Because you think about it, you're abusing iframes. You're just saying nope to the you just see the iframes and you're like, nope. you're essentially just noping the iframes, which is fucking awesome and OP as hell. That was on my default too. How you want to initiate the attack there, in case you don't know. You essentially, so if you're playing on, the original SNES, for me, if you're playing on the original SNES version, it's essentially just, you hold Y, you release Y, but, yeah. So, notice where the sub-tank is here, right? Okay, so you're wondering, how are you gonna get it? Spikes are an instant death trap, aren't they? Well, yes. Yes, my fellow finders, they are in fact death traps. But if you abuse your own iframes! But, abusing iframes is gonna be a key theme in here. Whether you're abusing your own iframes like that to get the harpies, or you're just fucking around to find out, either way, you're still utilizing your iframes for something. Which is actually pretty fucking neat, if I say so myself. Without further ado, let's continue. Going up here, there's going to be a, there's gonna be a 1 up here. And we're gonna get that, again, mainly as a safety precaution. Because I don't feel like having to go through the entire stage again, should I end up dying out of it, which is gonna be a real bad time for me. I normally never die, but normally I never die out of the stages unless I do it purposefully, which you'll know I'm doing it purposefully, because I'll essentially put on like a bit of an active source, that like, hey, I'll be like, if I die intentionally, you'll know I'm dying intentionally, because I'll be like, oh no, god damn it, I just fucking died, or some shit like that. You'll hear no enthusiasm in my voice, essentially. But, without further ado, let's get into the Wheel Gator fight, and the reason as to why, I can't use his weakness. I'm gonna be using my buzzer on him here, both now, and when I, refight him. Because I have his weakness, because I have his weakness now, and which means I'll obviously have his weakness then, too. But the reason as to why is, you see this blood water you have. Blood water? I don't know. But when you hit him with his weakness, every time you hit him with his weakness, he'll go back into the blood and or water. He'll stay down there for longer, and, well, if I'm trying to beat this game as fast as I can, that's kind of a bit of a hindrance. So, what's my solution? Just use a buster! I can abuse the hell out, iframes aren't an issue for me, so I don't know why I have to worry about that. I can just wail on this guy's ass completely. Ooh, shit. That never happens. So yeah. He turns himself into a fucking drill bit. Ooh. Don't wanna do that. He turns himself into essentially turning himself into a drill bit, which, yeah. Yeah. Fuck it! We're both it's basically essentially a game of chicken. To where I'm going to deal with fun while I dash into him, or, as you can see with Wheel Gator, which is a rare occurrence there, he starts running to me. There's gonna be cussing here, I'm gonna read that. I now see why Sigma fell at the hands of Penguin X. He is quite formidable. I'm not sure our Mavericks can hold him long enough. We may have to intervene. Dr. Kane, what's happened? A group of Maverick hunters calling themselves the X Hunters have just contacted us. Greetings. We have all of Zero's parts. They can be yours if you can defeat us. We look forward to meeting you, X. X, Zero's control ship is still being stored here. I doubt it's possible to resurrect him without it. Dr. Kane, I got to get Zero's parts back at any cost. Sorry, that's my voice for X. My voice for both X and Zero is gonna try to be what you hear in MMX2. So, bear with me there. I'm not gonna try to make X sound like a child, though, because that's kind of how he sounds in X4, which we'll get to that in a later video. Well, without further ado, my next boss is Flamestack, and, well, I have an optional fight here, which is gonna be Circus. And, well, that's gonna be, gonna take a little bit of explanation, and, but right now, I'm just gonna say here, what am I but, obviously, but this goes without saying, I'm gonna be getting the heart piece, obviously. But how I'm gonna get it, I need to be real careful to get it. And I'm also gonna be getting then my next sub-tank here, which is actually just right up here. My next sub-tank is right up here. I'm gonna go right down here. I'm gonna go all the way down here. Trigger this guy to come up here. He's gonna be here. I'm gonna let him follow me. Follow me up, follow me up, follow me up. Oh. Because there's an extra live down, I want to get it. But, yep, and as you can see there, got the extra life. Again, from here on out, if I get extra lives, it's as a safety precaution, really. Not it's not that I ain't confident in my skills or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, I am. However, there's still some unexpected, but who's to say that unexpected hiccups can't happen? But I'm gonna be getting I'm gonna get that so I can fill up my sub-tanks a little bit more. God damn. And obviously today I'm not gonna be joined by anyone else. It's just gonna be me, myself, and I. It's just gonna be my Echo, my Shadow, and me. I kinda lost the opportunity to get there now. No! Bro, stop. Okay. So I have to get up to there because that's where the optional boss door is, and that's where obviously the Sargus fight's gonna be held. So obviously one thing though with him, I have to be up and close to him if I want to initiate if I want to do the any attacks on him, because because that there has a barrier on it, and you'll see that in a little bit. I am Sargus, and I will not allow you to stop the unification. You see that barrier right there? That was just a barrier. It is for the good of all. Bullshit. Yeah. That's the only way I can get both attacks in. It's if I'm up and close to him. And sometimes, on the occasion, he'll just keep doing that attack there that he just did every time. The attack that he does in response to me attacking him, he'll do that. He'll sometimes do that more than once, and that's kind of annoying. But honestly, it doesn't really matter much. It's alright. Right now, I'm gonna keep dodging attacks. See, he did it the second time. I'm gonna try not to get hit, as he's so fucking... And with that, Circus is down. You have merely delayed the inevitable. We will meet again. And obviously, yes, you're either way, you had to fight him, but for this, I'm doing this for the good end, for somewhat of a good ending here. You guys are part number 1. Alright. Alright. Which is the head part. In subsequential order, I think it goes, head, torso, and, legs. Head and torso, huh? Or head and legs, huh? Ooh. Those look like flying squirrels, so... Flaming flying Flying squirrels? Flaming flying squirrels? Oh my god, dude. I can imagine someone else did that bit, but whatever. If it originated from my channel, well, good. I'm actually truly responsible for a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag right now. So, what is Flamestag? You're maybe wondering, what's Flamestag's little gimmick here for, his halfway point? And that is, well, also, I will mention here, unlike with NX1 when fighting Sigma, you'll notice that he does a wall jumpy thing. So, in X1, when fighting Sigma, you have to pay attention to what side he jumped up from. But with Flamestag, you have to pay attention to what side, to which wall he's coming down from. And also his halfway gimmick here is that he switches to a blue flame, which, well, obviously if you know physics, blue fire hotter. Damn it. Okay. If you know from physics, blue fire is actually hotter, and, well, I'm also gonna let the cat out of the bag with this now. Well, let's see. When you refight him again, when I go to refight him again, he's gonna start out the fight blue flames. Because all these bosses, when you refight them, they show something either within their state. Some of them actually do have a little bit of rise in difficulty, and you'll see that, and I'll point it out, when the time comes. But, yeah. So now I beat it. So now I beat Saragus, and now, as you can see, in the map here, the volcano, the lava is actually, gone. But, well, my next boss is gonna be Overdrive Ostrich. There's not an optional boss there, unfortunately, but that's perfectly fine. What I'm gonna get in here, aside from the heart piece, the only thing I'm really gonna be getting here, aside from the heart piece, is the light parts, which I'm gonna say this right now. It gives me the air dash, which is convenient and pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm at that right now. So obviously I'm getting that for the purpose of filling my sub-tank. Okay, and then I'm gonna go down here and, ooh. I'm gonna go down here, there's gonna be a hover bike, kinda like you see right there. Kinda like you see in the background there. It's actually quite nice. You get to play with a hover bike, yippee! Coming through! Coming through, bitches! I destroyed that, because I want to get it on there. So, for getting the heart piece, you have two ways you can do it. Oh shit. You can either do option 1, where you have to die to get it. Because, let's just say, it's kinda like, getting the one, in Wheelgator stage, but there's a lot more risk involved. So right now, I'm going to get this. Whoa! Yeah, it's on top of spikes, as you can see here. So, I have one of two options. I can either A, die trying to get it, or B, oh shit, well, that's fine by me. Okay. That was a heart piece, and now I'm gonna be getting the, ooh. And now I'm gonna be getting the leg parts. And as I said before, it's the air dash! Which, fun fact, from this game forward, you have to... Okay, from this game forward, you get the air dash, and you keep the main dash, and you get the air dash later. Which, the air dash is pretty good in this game, as well as it is in every other game. In X4, you get to do the air dash, you get the air dash unlocked at 0. At 0, you get, everything gets basically passively given to you. after you beat the stages. So the order you do it in actually heavily varies. It's heavily important if you want to do the special games. And unfortunately, as you can see there, I can hold a heart. I'm sorry, I can hold a charge shot into the fight because of having to shoot down that rocket. Yeah, the rocket goes up. Oh, oh. No, I'm gonna let him come back on screen. This is perfect. The reason why I'm doing it here, in this little divot here, is so when he does that little kick attack, which, by the way, some of the ways you do... Okay, well, that was short-lived. I'm gonna off-screen him. No, notice every time you off-screen him, the switch is like, hey, buddy, keep me on screen, goddammit. Oh. Oh. Right there, you can see I just did what I call a YOLO shot. And yeah, that's essentially just YOLO. Honestly, no, that's pretty much playing a game of chicken. No, actually no. What I did with Wheelgator was essentially playing the game of chicken. I'm gonna save here, as always. My next stage I'm gonna beat is going to be, Bubble Crab. That is my next boss. And obviously you can see I have the option boss there, that's Violin. And, well, to be able to fight Violin, there's a bit of a prerequisite. And what is that prerequisite, you may ask? I gotta kill a fish. I gotta kill a big robotic fish. And that will be either, I can either, and it will come out one or two things. It will be, it'll either be pure hell, or it's either gonna be smooth sailing, or it'll be the bane of my existence. Obviously, as you see here, you can hear, the music is an absolute banger. I'm not hyping it up either. It actually is a banger. Obviously, you can see, I'm actually trying to beat this thing. I'm gonna do, desperation shots. Shots at desperation. You can tell I'm just randomly shooting at desperation. Ah, oh, damn it! Alright, I'll try again. And just put the successful attempt. And just keep... I'm gonna work on the scanner here. Hey, Future Silver, this is a successful attempt. Keep this in here. Yes! Finally! So, that right there was a successful attempt. What you guys probably saw was maybe about a good few minutes of runtime, but That took me hours to get, alright? So, yeah. That's what a successful attempt should look like, and that's probably what you're gonna see. You've probably seen one or two failed attempts, but that's it. Oh man. Holy shit. You can't get every good attempt. I'm gonna say that. You can't get every attempt to be good. It's gonna take a lot of trial and error, and you may end up dying out of the stage a few times. But, and the reality of it is, all you gotta do is be quick about it. And you know that, you'll be fine. Now, most likely, I'm gonna end up refilling my sub-tank. Or not. Usually it takes me a few attempts, but, I guess it was, I guess that attempt was, natural. Whoop. Now on to the agile fight. So, quick, alright, you're gonna see it cut to a, short little disclaimer here. Hello there, this is Future Silver here. Quick discrepancy. So, the Maverick Hunter that should have been there, that was there initially when I went into the stage was, Byron. However, unfortunately, I had died out of the stage, and thus, not once, twice, but maybe 3 times, and I ended up losing the opportunity to fight him. So that's why the current Maverick, the current X-Hunter that's here is agile instead of violent. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right back into the video. So yeah, but in place of that, you'll see the agile fight. Welcome, X. Your destruction is at hand. It's pretty easy. This guy got some pretty decent gimmicks to him. He has that attack and that attack where he just keeps slicing, where he just does that slice and dice attack. Sometimes you get hit by it, sometimes you don't. Depending on how much HP I lose in this fight, I might lose more HP. I might end up dying during my initial bubble crab fight. I have his weakness, and because of that, I'm gonna use it in the upcoming fight. And it's basically spin wheel, which is the weapon I got from Navigator. Obviously, I forgot to mention that. I may have failed, but you'll never live to see zero! Here, X part number 3. I did not get them in sequential order, and yeah. So yeah, that happened. And you'll understand why. So, Bubble Crab. Oops, sorry. Now, the strat I try to go for here is I try to get Bubble Crab to go in the direction that I'm going to make the, Oh, no, that's... Okay, what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to make Bubble Crab go into the direction of where I want the blade to go. I'm having some success with it, but sometimes I face the wrong direction, or some other circumstances met. I'm not looking to die in this fight. Okay. I didn't even need to chew up another. Oh my god! I didn't even need to chew up a sub tank. Oh my god! That was a waste of a sub tank. But you know what? Honestly, I'd rather be safe than sorry. The less I die now, the less rage I'll have during the fight. Yeah, that was Volcraft stage. Yeah. And I did the wrong. Yeah, again, as I said before, that would have been, violent, but because of circumstances, I couldn't stop him. I wasn't able to do it. But yeah, enough of that. This is Crystal Snail stage. The only two things that are noteworthy is the only thing that's noteworthy aside from the heart piece, of course, is the head parts, which it's it's useless for me, really. Oop. I don't want to make that mistake again. Oh. Alright. Oop. That's fine. I can die at this stage. Oh, perfect. Uh, damn. So I might end up getting to fight another X Hunter. Oh, damn. Okay, so yeah, that was getting a hard piece. Took me a few attempts, but yeah. So I guess I'm gonna get to fight Violent too. Because I died at it. Because yeah, I may or may not have ended up dying out of the stage. Um. All right. Alright. Alright. There will be a slight disclaimer added here too, because of what it typically would be. But yeah, onto the violin. Onto fighting violin. This boss is also pretty easy. And fun fact, you'll see later in the video, this guy really doesn't really change anything with his fight later on. I shall crush you like a tin can. Stop jumping around, you fucking fat ass. Oh my god, dude. I'm looking to die! Damn it! You big back! Stop fucking jumping around! You fucking big back, stop using your weight to fucking kill me. Dude, you big back, you... God damn, this guy's a big back. Dude. This guy's such a big back. Bro, this guy's a big back! This guy's such a big back. Dude! He's just using his fat ass weight to crush me. Fuck it, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. It cannot be. The unification is at jeopardy! And I got X part no 2, and I got 0 part no 2, number 2. Oh my god. Bro. Damn. Dude. I'm gonna be... Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna be honest here. I was about to use a sub-tank there. But because of the bubble crab fight, I'm like, nah, that's gonna be a waste of a sub-tank again. No, no, no. How naive am I to realize that I did in fact need a sub-tank. I should have used it. But no, I'm a stubborn ass. I'm a stubborn ass son of a bitch. What kind of person would I be if I... Nope. Nope, nope. Nope. Right, I'm gonna use the, I'm gonna use spin wheel because it makes it a lot easier. Because if you just go up to him and just do it, it lodges right in there. Because it's like a spinning saw blade. Fun fact! No, fun fact! That's pretty much actually a keen callback to, Mega Man 2. Because you had Metal Man and his special weapon that he got after beating him was, well, oop, shit. It was, damn. It was, spinning blade. It was, metal saw blades. This is the, so this is the head parts. Really all it is just, a scanner. So for people like me, it's pretty much useless. However, what else we get an extra free live. I believe it's called, indicator tracker. I assume that's what the eye is. Honestly, I don't pay attention to the name of this thing. I know the thing is Giga Crush or Giga Flash or whatever. These bats! They're useless! I don't know. No. Oh my god. No! Goddamn. I'm glad I didn't die from being crushed. I hate that there's a way you can die. Yeah, you get crushed, you did. Yeah. But honestly, that's a good way to die. Depends on how you do it, though. You're just over. Edit the audio out. Okay, so on with the Crystal Snail fight. Now, at the moment, I don't have its weakness, but when I refight him with his weakness, let's just say it's gonna be a little funny. Kinda like how when you fight him, how I mentioned, how the wire sponge fight would go. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Alright. Bro, take note, I'm using my, so, I'm gonna say this right now. Oh shit. Sorry, I thought he was gonna do the spinny time stopper thingy. So notice how I'm dodging here. I'm trying my damnedest to not. Ooh. I mean, he only did it once. He only did it one time. Oh my god. Oh god. Holy shit. That's some good RNG right there. Damn. God damn, that's some good RNG right there. Hey, I'm gonna say this. Usually, I never end up dodging like that. But maybe I just got better. But I am pretty good. I am quite skilled. I can try to reactivate Zero to help, but I need more time. Before you can reinstall his control chip. Try to slow them down. Good luck. But yeah, I got in the last Zero's part, so now they're in Dr. Kane's hands, essentially. And with that, my next stage is Morph Moth. Now, what am I going to be getting from here? Well, I'm going to be getting myself the body armor, which is going to give me the Giga Crash, which is going to be very helpful in the next, later on in the video. And that will be coming very soon, because obviously this is the second to last Maverick I'm fighting. So, well, obviously I'm just going to go like this, because the heart piece is up here. Oh, that actually took me one try. Alright, well. Oh, whoa. I don't want this to go shit. Okay. And that, sorry. There's having a mask. But anyway. There is, oh my god. Yeah, anyway. But yeah. This is the body armor, right? Okay. I don't read the cutscenes, I'm just gonna give you my basic bitch cookie cutter explanation. And what you're gonna get instead is Silver's basic bitch cookie cutter explanation. Because you don't need lore reasons as to why the armor part does what it does. All you need is the meat and potatoes of the information, and that's exactly what I'm going to give you. Okay. Yes, I don't. Okay. Yeah. So you got up here, and notice how you just hear that instead of what X actually sounds like when he takes damage. That's because that is simply only because of the fact that he that is actually recharging the Giga Crush, the Giga Crush ability, which is actually how you get protected. You get protected from stray projectiles, and I think it protects you from. I think it recharges from stray projectiles, and Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing. Yeah. That what I just did there is essentially the quick strat to destroying that thing. I'll have to defeat him later on, this stage, but hey, at least I got to do it now. There's nothing there. Dude. Yep. As always, it's... By the way, this stage is unique because there isn't actually any instant death things. You may think that these are spikes, but they're not. You just take damage on them. It's like is essentially just like floor is lava. It's essentially floor is lava. Shit. Yep. And I'm gonna recharge my buster because this is the guy. Normally they don't come to the. Normally these guys don't come to the fight with you. Now I had to recharge my buster again, all the way, all the way. Okay. Well, at least I didn't have to do 2-cycle with this guy. That. So yes, that happened. Okay. Well, there's nothing you can do with damage boost past these guys. So I have his weak. Okay. So I have Morphmoth's weakness, which is speed burner, right? Normally I would do that. In the first, you can. There's 2 phases to this fight. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you right. So that's coming up right now. So there's 2 phases of this fight. This, the cocoon, which normally I would just use speed burner on him, but I'm gonna play it fairly and I wouldn't say fairly, but I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna give myself a bit of a challenge, and I'm just going to use the buster. Oop. Yeah, he does that until you give him the half health, and then the actual Morph Moth emerges from the cocoon, and it's actually quite a neat. This is it's a neat concept to add to the fight, because it just shows you how much work they're willing to put into their bosses. This, honestly, hands down, Morph Moth is probably my favorite boss because of the fact that his gimmick is literally cocoon. You kill the cocoon, he emerges. He literally just emerges from the cocoon, and when you're halfway through the fight, and then I think it just refilled his entire boss bar, his entire HP gauge, all for you to have to work a little bit harder to defeat him. And what I get, and the weapon I get from this is Silk Shot. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, it's called Silk Shot. Sorry about that. Last but not least, my last Maverick I'm gonna fight here, Magnus Centipede. And well, Magnus Centipede, this stage, aside from the heart piece, I need to get the last and final, yeah, I need to get myself the last and final sub-tank. But, to get the heart piece, there's some stealth I gotta do. There's some stuff I gotta do. Some self stuff. And you'll see that demonstrated clearly here in a little bit. Now, I'm gonna make sure I don't get caught here like this. Because if I get caught like that, I'm gonna off-screen them. And then what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go... I figured out a way to do it without using speed burner. So... Okay. You have to try to grab onto this ledge here, and then you can do that. That's one way to do that without using speed burner. Most people think you do, but you actually do not. So you get to save a use of your speed burner, which supercharging your speed burner, which charging up your speed burner, and I'm gonna show you in a little bit. It basically acts as another air dash, which is actually pretty fucking sick. Okay, so yeah, so charge up your speed burner. It basically gives you another air dash. So I can just go like this. Oh well, yeah, that didn't happen. You didn't see that. But yeah, that basically gives you another air dash, and I will be doing that later on in the video, or it might be, I don't know, the last time I tried that, it yeah, didn't work at all. And now I had to shoot a big long sword, that's what she said. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that was bad. Yeah. So, you notice I had to keep shooting this sword at the hilt. And that was bad. You just go through the floor like that, buddy? Really? You're a floor driller. You're a fucking floor driller, you bitch. Okay. That's that mini boss fight. Yeah, pain in the ass. There's another stealth section which I'm actually gonna try to stealth my way through it. I fail miserably. And because there isn't, unfortunately, there's not. Normally faster! I can be faster! I can be faster! I can go fast! Gotta go fast! Gotta go fast! Gotta go fast! You have the blue blur? You know the blue blur? Well, you got the blue, bomber! You know the blue blur? You had the blue bomber, bitches! That's X! You have Sonic, but you gotta go fast. X here had to go just as fast! And he can go faster with the dash! You can go faster with the dash, speed, run, dash. It's a perfect combo. Honestly, it is. That's what I like about X2. The fact that you have so many mechanics and your special weapons and a lot of things that they can act are beneficial and help you just add on. And the speedrunner, supercharging or charging your speedrunner, gives you so much more, adds on to your dash and actually replaces it. And actually kind of, because normally you dash. Okay, this is the button to dash, right? So when you dash, right? Notice I dash jump, I couldn't have, I wasn't able to air dash. And the same thing when I go like that, right? Well, I had to go, if I want to air dash, I had to, like that. But, with speedrunner, it kind of somewhat negates that. And that's kind of what I like about it. Okay, so Magna Centipede. Now, unfortunately, I can't go in there with the charge shot because of that, but there's gonna be some interesting effects here that happen when I kill him with a full charge shot, and I'm gonna try that too. And no, and he gave me enough time to shoot him with another charge with the charge shot, which is the time he takes to recover from his first initial. Oh shit! My little pincers got my little ability takey pincers got dissected off of me. Now I'm fucked. You gotta pay attention. Because he'll teleport away, which means he will not be solid anymore. Sometimes he'll only stay solid. Sometimes he'll show up there, but he won't actually. But his hitbox won't be there. Because it takes time for the game to actually go. Oh, okay, his hitbox. Oh wait a minute. Hold on. You just hear the extra explosions there from the shot, from the silk shot, which is funny enough because my last Maverick was Magna Centipede, and then I go right to which yeah, sure, yeah, that just happens to be what my Maverick order is, obviously, but like it's still fun. And this one, and the weakness and the weapon I got from Magna Centipede is Magna Mine. Mega Man X, I have located the X2 into space. It's at grid location 00. That's right at the North Pole. Oh wait, so you're saying Violent Santa? Damn! Roger, Dr. Kane. I'm on my way. It'll take some more time to reactivate Zero. Slow them down, Mega Man X. And with that, I'm now on the X Hunter stage. Or, since it's a castle stage. But before I enter X Hunter stage 1, I'm gonna fill up my I'm gonna grind to fill up I'm gonna grind, that's what she said. Oh wait, yeah. I'm gonna grind to fill up my sub tanks, that's what she said. So this time, oh wait, shit. I'm going to ignore the fish. For once, I can ignore the fish. That can't make me any happier having to ignore that godforsaken fish. If only you guys have seen it all. Now, since I'll be grinding for quite a bit of time here, I'm actually gonna cut. So I'm gonna shoot a few of them. Oop. Since it takes a little bit of time for me to grind for these. Yeah, okay. Damn it. Okay, he's seeing me. Since it takes a little bit of time for me to grind, I'm gonna cut to where I finished grinding, cause okay, yeah. So I'm gonna cut to where I finished grinding. So I will be yeah. I will see you then. But until that moment in time, peace. Hello everyone, so as you can see, I'm finished grinding, so without further ado, I shall be leaving the stage, and I will go to X Hunter Stage 1, and we will proceed on to X Hunter Stage 1. Now, if you notice a cut between each X Hunter stage, that's probably because I went back to Bubblecraft stage to grind, alright? I'm gonna say that right now, just so you know for the future, if you notice me cut. Bro, the X Hunter stages are yeah, the X Hunter stages music are okay. Okay. Yeah. The X Hunter stage music is fire. It's so good, dude. They're short too. The only one that's actually remotely long is probably Agile's, if anything. Oh. No, I'm not gonna... No, hopefully this game doesn't decide to be a... Actually, no. Okay, cool. I was gonna try to, allow my Giga Clash to be, fully charged, because, I need it for the next, oh fuck. So, I need it for the next stage. I'm gonna play safe here for once. Actually, no, I could just... Yeah. Because there's an extra life here and I kinda need it. I don't need it, I want it. Well, I guess. I like how this game allows me this game allows me for optimal opportunities to just sit here grabbing. Oh. Okay, well. And as you can see, these walls here that crush you in, just like how I kind of envision myself being crushed in between a... See? Okay. These walls here that crush you, just like how I envision myself being crushed between a woman's... That will crush you, just like a woman's thighs can crush a man's... Like, can crush the head of a man like mine. But anyway, enough of the innuendo, enough of euphemisms. Let's get on with the violent fight. So, I mentioned how he doesn't change his... Hey, there's little to no change, right? Well, I'm right. There is very truly little to no change for this fight. The only gimmick he adds to it is the fact that he has these little blocks. He still shoots his balls at me. He still keeps shooting his... He still keeps thinking I want his balls, even though I still don't. That's supposed to be a joke there. Ah. Thou hast changed up their strategy. Oh, you fucker. Oh, you bitch. You bro. Non-binary. Ho. Ho, ho, ho. Bro, this guy's going ho, ho, ho. Motherfucking ho. Bro, Santa be like, ho, 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 motherfucking ho. He's like, ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Motherfucking ho. Bro, imagine Santa being like that. Bro, because I already made the joke that, like, fucking violin is, because I already made the joke that fucking violin is Santa. What? How? What? How could you overload my circus? Arrgh! And he did! So that was the violent fight. Basking that, little to no change bit, for Celeste, because that's gonna be instantly shattered in the next fight. Let's just say that. You wanna know why the Giga Clash is needed? Because I'll be fighting surrogates next. And now on with Castles with X Under Stage 2. And as I said before, same music on the stage 2. That's not gonna be the case for the next stage. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah. We're just gonna do... So I'm gonna attempt to grab an extra life here, later on. And by attempt, I mean if I die more than twice, I'm gonna give up. I'm actually legitimately gonna give up because, well, circumstances. Because, yes. Because reasons. Right. Normally I don't do that. Now I'm gonna try playing this safe and cautiously. Because, yeah. Now, I'm just gonna damage boost past it, so you can see I'm just gonna go like that. Effectively just damage boosting. And, well, I'm gonna see if I can do this without a speedrunner, but, actually, no. I don't think I don't feel confident doing it without a speedrunner, so I'm just gonna... Yep. Button. Now, a few times I've done... Oh, shit. Sorry, my watch was, A few times I've done this, I failed, so let's, hope I don't do that again. Oh, wait, I didn't need the extra life. Crap. Hey, I'm just as much of a badass. Hey, that was badass, though. So, yeah. Honestly, the speedrunner really does make you look like a badass when doing it. So I'm gonna go with the, So, I'm gonna equip the Giga Crush because this is a stage I needed it. Because when I got it, I said I would need it later on in the video. Well, this is that point in time that I need it. And then after that, I'm gonna use Sonic Slicers because this is the Sergei's fight. And because it's probably not gonna let me, oop. That's the second time that, okay, well, that normally doesn't happen, but you know what, I'll bask in the glory of my ignorance, and you should too. I think that's mainly from an attempt to, get on to here, before it's gotten destroyed by Giga Crush, but hey. Supercharged Sonic Slicers is the way to go. And looks like I might need 2 more hits. Oh, and I just released that shot prematurely. But, hey, this is a good time to mention. You know, normally, I don't have any sponsors, so, like, no, this is impossible. The prophecy must be fulfilled. It looks like Dr. Wily. And supposedly in lore reasons, he's a reincarnation of Dr. Wily. But I honestly don't. Maybe he isn't. I mean, he does look like Dr. Wily. But yeah, that was like Center Stage 2. And I didn't use a Flip Tank, so yippee doo for that. Which is good for me because, okay. I'm gonna go into Bullcrab Stage to make sure I didn't pop, a sub tank, because I don't think I did, but nope, I didn't. Okay. Cool. I wanted to make sure because there's the reason why I was 100%ing it like this was because I need to get, it's 100% because I'm doing what I need to do to fulfill all the requirements for, to get something that you obtain in this stage right here. I mentioned it before. I said that there was something there, and well, this is the stage where it's located. Which is convenient for me, and well, honestly, I couldn't be any, couldn't be any more joyous about it. Since I have all 9 lives, I'm gonna skip that. Normally I would try getting that. Wait, does that mean X is a furry? Because technically, cats have 9 lives. Cats have 9 lives, right? If cats have 9 lives, the max you can go with lives is 9. That means X is a furry. You see? Honestly, it's best if I don't read into it too much. For my own sanity's sake. Yeah, add off-screen him. Now, at the point I'm about to come to, a little later, even if I die, I have infinite tries. I have infinite attempts to do it. Because, then, they so kindly and generously give me HP, which is also nice. And they refill my ammo too. And they have bats here, which, obviously, they have a higher chance of dropping ammo, which you can refill your ammo if you need to. Right there, I just died on spikes, but that's okay, because I have an infinite number of tries because of that extra life. Unless I, for some reason, don't end up getting that extra life. The game is trying to be generous and giving you a chance to do it. And I really like how they go about doing it. Because I've never seen a game be this generous as giving you a way of giving you infinite chances of getting, a special item. Which that being, and I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag now, it's a Shoryuken from Street Fighter 2. Which, in the last video, you may recall me getting the Hadouken, which is also... Yeah, but what I just did there was I air dash and I use a speed burner over here. I use a speed burner to get my ass over here. But yeah, then you just hug the wall here. Usually it's 1, 2, 3, the next one down. And you have yourself the Shoryuken. Now now I'm gonna read this one. This is the one I'm gonna read. Wow, you are so cool. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Come inside, step inside for a special surprise. Yeah, you can tell. I did it like that because he might have been drinking a few bottles when he made this. But who knows? Now, since I'm, sweating, I'm just going to, yeah. Okay. I need to... Okay. Yeah, you can tell that you have iframes when you do this. But essentially, I'm gonna use a supercharge. I'm gonna do supercharged speed burners to get across. I will have to pop, I might have to pop my speed tank because, well, let's just say, the best and fastest way to beat this guy is to use a Shoryuken. Well, I kinda need to pop a... Yep, look at all that sub-tank just go right down the fucking drain because I want to use the thing. Alright, just remember. Alright. I'm trying to remember how to initiate it. And right there, I did that. Usually I forget how to initiate it. No! This cannot be! Master, avenge me! Okay, so from when I press, OK to... So, I think you're gonna see a cut from when I press OK on the... Actually, no. I'll just go right into X Hunter Stage 3, because I'm more than confident in my abilities. I do this without, Actually, no. Wait. No. I'm fine with 3 sub... I can do 3 sub-tanks. I didn't say that, but that's fine. X Hunter Stage 4 is essentially the Maverick refights. And I'm gonna point out... And all the differences I kind of already mentioned. Because, well... Y'all have some decent pattern recognition, so you should realize by now that, well, this is a MMX game. So wait, maybe it's a possibility that there's also Maverick refights in the other ones too. Now, I'm refilling my sub-tanks. Oh, I'm gonna refill my sub-tanks. I believe this one's Morph Moth. Don't quote me on that, though. Yeah. Okay. This time, I will use Speed Burner on him. Just to save time. I'll use his weakness, Speed Burner, just to save time, but really, you see the effect there. It just makes the fight go by a lot faster. Essentially, only having to one cycle this guy. Now, I can just use my Buster for a grand old majority of the time. That's unfortunate there. Just had to go right on top. I get being a bottom, but I'm not... But I don't want a big moth on top of me. Okay. That right there, and that I just did another YOLO shot. Usually when I do my YOLO shots in this game, it seems like it just hides extra a little bit, because it just, oh no, this player just YOLO shot, you stupid. I would assume that's what it is. Holy shit, how damn. Okay, I think I might just use another, I think I might just end up, I should have filled with my subtext. Yeah. Nope, nope, I can do this, I can do that again. I can do that. Okay. Hold on. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. There we go! Perfect execution! And first try. Now again, with Wire Sponge, I'm gonna use his weakness just to save time. And you'll see a little funny animation when... You'll see a funny animation when he, when I pop him with his weakness. You'll notice a funny animation, that will go with it. Now basically, I'm sitting here stun-locking this guy. Not really giving him a chance. That's the only time he has invulnerability, is when he does that. Okay. Bro, you got hit twice! Bro, got hit twice! Okay. Then you notice, as he's exploding, he's just getting cut in half, because that's what Sonic does to dude. It's essentially just cutting him in half, and it is funny as hell. And it is just the funniest thing you'll ever see. And that's the haha funny thing that you see. Honestly, I don't remember any other boss I use. Wait, hold on. What boss has the weakness of the... Oh my god. What other boss has this weakness? What other boss has the weakness of Crystal Hunter? I don't know. All bosses have weakness pertaining to them, but I don't know what... Okay, I'm gonna use Spin Wheel again. This one. Now, again, as I tried there, you notice. I am trying to... A lot of times, in this fight, in the refight, he sometimes doesn't want to behave. Because he's just like a defiant little child. He acts like a defiant toddler who just doesn't want to take their meds. Who just absolutely fucking refuses to take their meds, and it's honestly quite... Yep, I'm right there. I don't know why, but as I said before, in the refight, sometimes he doesn't want to cooperate. And by cooperate, I mean, he wants to sometimes go in the direction of where X is. Which is why I manipulate it like that. But, on to my next fight. I'm gonna say that this is Flame Stag? I think? Yeah, it's Flame Stag. As you can see, he starts off the fight with blue flames. Instead of, oop. He doesn't always go perfectly in the center of the arena, in the room. So, now I have his weakness, but I'm not using it. It's Bubble Splash. His weakness is Bubble Splasher, but I'm not gonna use his weakness. Because I like a bit of a challenge when it comes to these fights sometimes. Some bosses, like this one, I won't use his weakness on him, despite me having it. You'll notice with, like, with Morph Moth, I didn't use I used his weakness only through half of the fight, even though I had it, but I don't think it would have worked. But if I'm being honest, I don't know, I don't actually know or remember if it'll actually work. Because I tried it before and it just didn't work well. I just refuse to do it like that. Alright. I'm gonna do my next boss. I don't know what this one is. Go get her. Okay. Unwatch and turn into Drill Bit again. Hopefully he does what he did in the last fight, and... Please do what I want you to do. Please do what I want you to do. No. Okay, whatever. Okay, I was kind of hoping that here. Okay, so you notice that the gimmick, his kind of little switcheroo gimmick here is please stay above the water. Please stay above the water, damn it. Dude. Stay above the water. Stay above the water. Yes! Oh my god, that is the best RNG I could have possibly gotten. That is the longest time he stayed above the water. And yes, I did not use his weakness, Silk Shot. I didn't do it last time either, but hey. Okay, in this case, using his weakness, one up in a time save, I would have lost me some time. That's why that's kind of why I didn't use this weakness to begin with. Which one's this one? Overdrive Ostrich. Okay. I don't exactly know which one it is. I just took a lucky guess. I'm gonna be honest here. These bosses are actually pretty easy. Wait, which one uses? I'm actually gonna a little bit of a divot. Into the divot. Come into the divot, buddy! Alright. Overdrive Ostrich is in. Actually, out of curiosity, later on, I might look up. I want to look up what his weakness is. It can't be Crystal Hunter. I know all their weaknesses. I think I know all their weaknesses at least. It's, but what's the point of knowing them if you don't use them? Bro, imagine that, Overdrive Ostrich's weaknesses is Crystal Hunter. Which one is this? Crystal Snow. Okay. Funny Effect Maverick number 2. Crystal Snow. What's the funny effects here? Well, when I use his weakness on him, and you'll see in a moment, his shell gets knocked off him. So, you can... Oh, you fucker. I might die in this stage having way too much fun. I'm gonna try to play keyboard with this guy as much as I can. Oh no. You know! Dang! Alright. As you can see there, I just tried to deal the final blow, but honestly, I was a little bit too slow there. I wanted to make sure he would activate, Crystal Hunter, essentially the supercharged version of Crystal Hunter. So I can describe it. I don't know what boss is weak to Crystal Hunter, though. Now I think about it. It has to be Overdrive Ostrich. Because I know... Because, think about it here. But, like, I never use his, weakness on him once. You can tell that he recovers slow from that. Nope. Almost got hit. Very rarely do I ever get hit during this fight. Come on. Come on. Make up my mind. Make up my mind, you indecisive bitch. You indecisive piece of shit. Take a pick. Where do you want to... Thank you. Oh my god. You indecisive piece of shit! Oh god. Okay, good. I still hit him. Oh, wait a minute, bro! Holy shit! Well, how will we find that out? Oh yeah. Apparently, if you have if you have silk shot if you charge up your silk shot um and you run into the fucking magnet centipede, he's apparently gonna get hit. It's been a while, Mega Man X. What? Sigma? It seems that the X hunters had filled. But don't worry. I have arranged for some new toys for you to play with. To play with. To play with. Sorry, I'm trying to get Sigma's waist down. I know why I'm doing a Scottish accent. I don't know why I'm doing a Scottish accent. I'm gonna refill my sub tanks now, so peace! Hello, I'm back. So as you can see, I filled up that sub tank in preparation for the Sigma fight. So I'm gonna be saying this right now. Also, you're gonna be seeing something real familiar in X Hunter Stage 5. 5? Yeah, 5. In X Hunter Stage 5, you'll see something very familiar. This is the last stage of the game. Hey, doesn't this look familiar? This is Magna Centipede stage. Apparently, they locate... I don't know why you can't just go to Magna Centipede stage outright and just come here. This is literally just Magna Centipede stage. So, it doesn't matter if I stealth it or not. Fuck. Screw that. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Looking out of this thumb. And now, on to the fight! Or the cutscene before the fight. Ah. Cutscenes are coming up and I'll read the dialogue. The koi phone wandered around, Mega Man. My friend here has a small problem with you. It seems that you let him die, and he's not too happy about that. He's not too happy about that. Now I think it's time that he repays that favor. Now, if I didn't say Zero, I would have to fight him. But Zero comes in, guns blazing, looking like an absolute badass. Sigma, you should have studied the blueprints closer. There is only one Zero. Because there is only one Sigma, you should have studied blueprints closer. Because there is only one Zero. Wait, Zero! Zero! I know your secret! You were destined to follow me! Maybe so. But I still don't like you. Fine. If you'll not follow me, then I'll watch you die. Then I'll watch you die. Then I'll watch you... Alright, fine. I'll read that again. Fine. Then if you'll not follow me, then I'll let you die once again. Sorry. Zero! Sorry to keep you waiting, Mega Man X. Greetings will have to wait. We got to defeat all the Mavericks, including Sigma. I'll take out the main computer, and you follow Sigma. Let's go. Here it is, X. Sigma lies just ahead. I know I tried to go for a badass and outlandish voice for Zero, but I honestly forgot what Zero from X sounded like, so... Now, this is a Sigma fight, right? So this fight is Sigma. So this fight is against Sigma Neo, the first one. Get immediately about a bothersome insect, Mega Man X! It's about time I crush you beneath my heel. That's the Sigma Neo. I honestly think that in this game, the definition of the word Neo is to have razor claws. Yep. Yep. He hits like a truck. It's like, a curse like a trigger. Yep. Almost guaranteed to hit him. Alright. Looks like he's gonna die out. Damn it. Look, guys, this is not... Look, I know what I'm doing here. It's not... And no, this is not a, let's see how long I can go without popping a sub-tank. I'm doing this for a reason. And that reason will be made clear to you all in just a little bit. Just gotta rub my two thumbs together. Just so they're dry. And now, okay, I'm gonna pop a sub-tank. Right. Alright. And that, yes, as you can see, I just did the Shoryuken just so I can do a fast shot on this. And that was the Sigma virus fight. Honestly, if you know how to initiate the Shoryuken, it's a laughable fight. But yeah, that was the Sigma virus fight. Mega Man X, I've lost you again. I've lost you again. Each defeat makes me stronger and serves to bring you closer to your ultimate doom. But there's something not right. I don't quite understand. Why did Zero... He is lost to his doctor's creations. That's his doctor's creations. Ah! As you can see, that room there is the exact same room. Looks like the exact same room. Where you fight Magna Centipede, and that's kind of what it was meant to look like. Well, that was pretty fun, pretty interesting. And now here comes the epilogue in 3, 2, 1. Music cued. So the epilogue's gonna start, and I'll read that. Joined by his friend Zero. Mega Man X gazes out over the sea. Sigma has once again been destroyed. But X wonders if the fighting will truly end. If the fighting will truly end. If the fighting will truly end. Was Dr. Light's dream of a world which reploids and humans live together In peace merely a dream. Merely a dream. The price to the price of peace is often high, X thinks to himself. Who or what must be sacrificed for it to become a reality? And when the time comes, will he be able to do it? Will he be able to do it? The future holds the answers. Or, and that's a hell of an unfinished sentence. Yeah, so this was Mega Man X2. Um, so what things are fun. So as I said before, it is significantly better than X1. Like Capcom looked at X1, will develop an X2, and I'm like, let's make X2 a hell of a lot better. Let's add in a dash mechanic. Let's add an air dash mechanic. Oh, when you're given the ability to supercharge your weapons, let's make Speedburner act as an air dash and a dash and or an air dash in itself to make it more fucking badass. God damn. Also, the entire soundtrack filled with nothing but bangers. This song here that you're hearing, absolute banger. Individual stages I can single out. Let's see. Crystal Snail, stage, Flame Stag, fucking banger. It's an absolute fucking banger. Bubble Crab, more so. Overdrive Ostrich stage, Magnus Centipede stage, the X Hunter stage, yeah, and those are just some examples I can single out. But this entire soundtrack is nothing but bangers, and it's pretty much isn't anything in this soundtrack, like the main stage songs and shit like that isn't a banger. And honestly, they're such bangers. They go so hard. A lot of the fighting mechanics, the fact that they introduced an air dash mechanic into this, as I said before, the fact that they had like supercharging your speedburner gives you another air dash, essentially effectively allowing you to dash jump and then do a release of the supercharger speedburner and then another air dash. That actually is badass as hell, if I'm being honest. But yeah, enough of my yapping. As I said before, this was Mega Man X. I hope you all enjoyed, and make sure you like and subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Well, with that, I'll be seeing you